We're from the subject managed people at work at 4:15 on Monday. Our group members are 杰一章、倩于流、瑞明阮、司颖吴、若山照。This is the table of content for our presentation. First, I will introduce the case study. In today's dynamic business landscape, organizations face a myriad of challenges in ensuring employer well-being, maintaining organizational culture, and navigating complex regulatory environment across different regions. Addressing this challenge is imperative for sustaining successful fostering growth. This introduction delves into 4 critical issues faced by TCS: ensuring flexible work arrangement while promoting work-life balance, maintaining a strong organizational culture characterized by consistent and adaptability, granting the health and security of employer through compliance with relation and robust training programs, and effective managing and complex of regulatory complex across various regions. Each issue represents a multi-phased aspect of organizational management, demanding strategic foresight, proactivity, measure, and a comprehensive understanding of both internal dynamic and external factors shaping the business landscape. Through diligent analysis and stress action, TCS aims address this challenge head-on, fostering a conducive environment for sustainable growth and success.
After we read through the article, we identify the human resource management related issue regarding work-life balance of how can human resource managers in TCS ensure flexible work arrangements in 25-25-25 model. To begin with, the employees in TCS have different preference regarding the allocation of 25% of their time in the workplace. This can be a challenge for human resource managers in TCS because they need to balance their diverse preference and the organization needs to ensure flexible working arrangements while maintaining 100% productivity. The recommendations are as follows. The human resource managers can offer various flexible remote work and in-office options by conducting a survey to investigate and collect employees' preference regarding their 25% time allocation, because some employees might prefer to work 2 days a week, while others might prefer to work 1 week a month. Therefore, the human resource managers can provide flexible schedule options to accommodate diverse preference and ensure flexibility. Moreover, according to the research, the human resource managers need to address job design and job descriptions with any change in employees' preference and contingencies to ensure flexibility, especially for parent workers. Their schedules may be subject to change in school's holidays. Secondly, we also acknowledge the challenge of monitoring and evaluating employees' performance in a hybrid working environment. The lack of direct supervision and potential communication barriers can present obstacles in evaluating employees' performance, risking a decline in productivity and job satisfaction among employees. Therefore, it's essential for human resource managers to leverage technology to bridge communication gaps by providing virtual coolers and ensuring accountability. And they can develop more efficient performance management systems that focus on employees' outcomes, such as their productivity rather than their inputs. This can foster employees' autonomy and better monitor their performance. Moreover, there is a risk of blurring the boundary between work and personal life without physical separation of working environment, leading to increased stress level among some employees because they might feel surrounded by work and tasks, which is mentioned in the case study. This can probably result in lower productivity and decreased employees' morale. To address these issues, human resource managers can utilize various tools and methods to evaluate employees' working hours in a hybrid working environment, such as implementing time tracking systems to record working hours in each task and how tasks complete during the working hours, which can provide detailed report on the time spent on different tasks and provide insights into employees' productivity. The human resource managers can utilize these reports to better evaluate employees' performance and provide targeted training. Additionally, it's difficult to monitor the working hours of employees when boundaries are blurred in remote working environment, probably resulting in legal and compliance issues in TCS. Without proper monitoring, there may be concerns about overtime pay and ensuring employees receive appropriate breaks as mandated by labor laws. To address this issue and ensure flexible work arrangement, the human resource managers have to develop clear policies regarding working hours and inform employees of work arrangements in advance, as well as encourage employees to take breaks. Most importantly, the human resource managers can encourage employees to disconnect from work-related communications and tasks after work to enhance work-life balance.
So, as TCS navigates the shift from physical office spaces to virtual platforms, the challenge of preserving the interpersonal relationships and informal learning that have long characterized of our organizational culture becomes ever more complex. At TCS, these elements are not just perks but the backbone of our organizational identity, built on the foundation of face-to-face interaction, shared experiences, and spontaneous conversations. So let us consider the first issue: how can we maintain close interpersonal relationships remotely? The remote work setting naturally reduces opportunities for spontaneous interactions, which can weaken bonds between employees and management. This shift impacts not just teamwork and morale, but also overall job satisfaction. Debate's Gauch's concerns were faced in the case study. He credits much of his learning to informal face-to-face interactions with co-workers and company leaders. To counteract this, TCS has taken proactive steps by creating virtual spaces for interaction. This includes initiatives like water cooler and regular team building exercise conducted online. These platforms allow employees to engage in informal conversations and maintain the human connection essential to our culture. The effectiveness of this initiative is supported by numerous studies. According to a study by Rockham, remote workers who participated in social and professional activities with colleges reported higher job satisfaction and greater team cohesion. And the telework literature emphasizes the importance of social interaction in building trust and cohesion among remote teams. This can increase the unity of employees, improve the cohesion of organizational culture. Now, on to the second point, promoting informal learning and mentoring. Informal interaction are highly valued by senior and middle management at TCS, as illustrated in the case study. Use it as a means of learning about ethics, integrity, and professional behavior. Informal learning and mentoring have always been a key component of TCS organizational culture, where employees learn from each other and from senior leaders through spontaneous interaction. In a remote environment, such learning opportunities may be reduced. Working remotely limits employees' opportunities to engage in formal learning and receive mentoring, which may affect their career development and understanding of the company's value. However, we have adapted by establishing structured virtual coaching and informal learning programs. We have implemented virtual mentorship, where experienced staff mentor new or journal employees through regular video calls and cooperative projects. Furthermore, we encourage our staff to hold virtual lunch and learn sessions and knowledge-sharing webinars, thereby nurturing a continuous learning environment. Moreover, it turns out, according to a study by Allen, mentoring significantly affects employee satisfaction and organizational commitment. Even in a remote work environment, the organizational learning literature says that informal learning and mentoring can enhance knowledge transfer and employee development. When experienced employee guide new employees, they can invisibly bring organizational culture to new employees. This can improve the unity of organizational culture, and holding virtual meeting and virtual lunches can promote relationships among employees and improve the maybe adaptability of organizational culture in different scenarios.
As we continue to navigate the landscape of remote work, a critical challenge that many organizations, including ours, face is maintaining robust health and security measures. This is not only pertain to the physical health of our employees, but also to the integrated and safety data. I would like to discuss how we can effectively address this dual aspect of remote work to ensure the well-being of our workforce and the security of our operation. Firstly, the transition for physical office spaces of remote working and environment bring with the significant data and security challenges. Our data need to be transmitted and stored securely on a cloud network platform where the risk and the illegal access is ever present. To counter this, we must implement a zero trust framework. This approach requires verifying every user and devices, regardless of their location, before granting access to our system and data. It is crucial for differentiating levels of access among employees, contractors, and other confirmed individuals, thus safeguarding sensitive information and company assets. In parallel, we need to enhance our training and awareness program. Many of our team members may not possess the requisite skill to recognize the contracted security hazard effectively. To bridge this gap, targeted training on data security, recognizing suspicious communications, and cybersecurity practice is essential. By empowering our employees with the knowledge, we enable them to act as the first line and defense against potential security threats. Now, let's address the physical health of our employees, which can be adversely affected in a home office setting. The lack of ergonomic furniture and the inappropriate setup of home office can lead to a poor posture and prolonged inactivity. This not only causes discomfort but can also lead to a long-term health issue, such as back pain and increase the stress level. To mitigate this risk, we must provide our employee with the necessary ergonomic equipment, such as height adjustment table and desk. Furthermore, education our staff on setting up on a home office that adheres to ergonomic guidelines will play a pivotal role in preventing health problems. We should also consider the mental well-being of our employees. Remote work can sometimes lead to a feeling of isolation and stress due to the blurred boundaries between work and home life. To support our employees' mental health, it is vital to offer resources such as online counseling, mental health webinars, and regular check-ins. Additionally, creating flexible work arrangements can help employees manage their work-life balance more effectively, reducing stress and enhancing productivity. In conclusion, as we adapt to remote work, we must stay vigilant and productive in addressing both health and security concerns. By implementing robust security measures, providing the necessary tools and training, and supporting the physical and mental well-being of our team, we can create a safe and productive remote work environment.
Next comes to the last point. I want to talk about the big challenge that companies like TCS face when doing business around the world, complying with local laws and rules wherever they set up shop. That's what companies like TCS deal with every day. First up, why does this even matter? Well, for a company to operate smoothly and keeping growing, it needs to be seen as legit wherever it goes. This means following local laws, which can be about anything from how much tax needs to be paid to how you can treat your workers.
Now, TCS, like many other big companies, works in many different countries, each with its own set of rules. The global adoption of roommate working practice highlight the complex of different labor laws and tax regulations that companies must navigate. For instance, in India, they have got these areas called special economic zones, where the rules are different from the rest of the country. This can make things like payroll super tricky because the benefits and tax can change based on wherever their employees are. So what does TCS to handle all this? Firstly, they can employ local legal teams who truly understand the legal ins and outs of each location. These teams keep TCS in the loop about any new laws and help adjust company policy to stay in line with local demands. Also, they play nice with local governments. This is not just about following rules, it's about shaping them. By talking regularly with government agencies, TCS gets a heads up on new laws and sometimes even helps shape policy that make remote work easier. This is a big deal because it means they can get special permissions that lets people work from home, which is super important nowadays. But there's more. Each area is different, right? So TCS comes up with flexible worker policy that fits each area's special needs. Think about how working hours, overtime, or even holidays may need to be different in each country. Lastly, they make sure their HR teams across borders are really in season. This helps them handle any legal surprise quickly and keeps everything running smoothly. And they even have special teams ready to jump on any new legal challenge that pops up. So in short, larger companies have to combine local expertise, good relationship with governments, flexible policy, and strong teamwork to manage work in many different places without breaking any rules.
In summary, the first station mentioned about provide a comprehensive framework for improving organizational performance, encouraging employer autonomy, and ensuring workplace safety and health. By setting a virtual space for relationship building and structured coaching, companies can facilitate informal learning and mentorship, advising professional growth and collaboration, separating sufficient training equipment for enhanced safety measures, protecting employer well-being. Moreover, establish a regional legal team dedicated to creating flexible working place issue, complex with local election while creating diverse employer need. Creativity. This stems from comprehensive approach to performance management. Efficacy, transparency, autonomy, and support within the workplace. By embracing this initial organizational can foster a culture for trust, innovation, and continuous improvement, leading to long-term success in ever-changing business landscape. That's our reference for this case study. That's all. Thank you.